Most of the Israelis are not actual Semites. They're from fucking Europe.
Everyone meet Dan Bilzerian, a colonizer who supports actual colonizers, calling them indigenous while calling the actual indigenous people colonizers. Let's hear what he has to say.
Most of the Israelis are not actual Semites. They're from fucking Europe. They're Eastern European Ashkenazi Jews.
Two fallacies there. You claim that most Israeli Jews are from Europe, of Eastern European origin. Majority of Israeli Jews are of Mizrahi and Sephardic Jewish origin, which I'm of Sephardic Jewish origin. Our diasporic origins are in the Middle East, North Africa, and parts of Southern Europe, not Eastern Europe. Second, Ashkenazi Jews do not originate from Europe, Eastern Europe. They originate from the Middle East, who settled in Europe due to the Jewish diaspora. Even though that, yes, they do have some European admixtures, but about 50 to 70% of their origins come from the Levant, which is in the Middle East. And Ashkenazi Jews make up 20% of Israel's population. And there's barely more Arabs than Ashkenazi Jews in Israel.
And they did the DNA studies. 80% of the Palestinians are like actual Semites that are linked to that land.
Right.
And like 97% of the Israelis are not.
That is false. What you're quoting is a study that was debunked by 30 geneticists. But since you guys are so fascinated on DNA studies, let me show you this. Mizrahi Jews, who make up the majority in Israel, have average of 90% ancient Canaanite DNA from the Israelites. Saudi Arabians, Bedouins, and Lebanese have around that same percentage as well. Palestinians alongside Jordanians and Syrians have average of 80%. Sephardic Jews like myself have about 70 to 80% average, also from the Israelites like the Mizrahi Jews. Ashkenazi Jews have average 50 to 70%. Ethiopian and Indian Jews have averaged 20 to 30% ancient Canaanite DNA. Numerous studies have confirmed this, confirming that we have ties to the Levant and are closely related to other Levantine peoples, not white Europeans. And it's funny how you are showing a source of the Khazarian hypothesis, ignoring the fact that the Khazar theory, the Khazar hypothesis, was debunked. Israeli Jews do not descend from the Khazars, and the Khazars did not convert to Judaism. They were mostly Christian and Muslim, and the Khazars don't even have any living descendants. And if they did, it would be the rest of the Turks of Turkey, because Khazars are Turkish, not Slavic. Slavic kingdoms literally conquered and wiped out the rest of the Khazars. This is well-documented history.
Then you find out that DNA testing is illegal in Israel. Like you have to get a court order to get a DNA test.
Another lie. DNA testing is not illegal in Israel, and you don't need a court order to get a DNA test. You only need a court order for a paternity test. You can go to any DNA clinic in Israel, schedule an appointment to get a DNA test for whatever reason, whether if it's for ancestry, genetic history, or anything medical. What is illegal is those at-home DNA kits where you spit in a tube where you send it to a lab without knowing the security of the results. So no, DNA testing is not illegal. You can get a DNA test without a court order unless you are getting a DNA test for paternity test, as you can get a DNA test to prove Jewish identity. It's France and Germany where DNA testing is illegal without a court order.
The owner of 23andMe is Jewish, you know, but they don't allow that.
This is the 23andMe website. And as you can scroll down, look what I see here. Israel. Huh.
In the U.S., it's open borders. In the U.K., it's open borders. It's race mixing. It's, you know, diversity this, diversity that.
Right.
Not in fucking Israel.
Sure.
Show me how many fucking Jewish Israeli women are married to black guys.
Yeah.
And show me how many fucking Israeli men are married to black women.
Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you want me to show you more, or are you gonna continue spewing bullshit?
It's like it doesn't happen then.
You have never been there. You're just racist and anti-Semitic. And may I not forget, Semite is not a group of people. No one is Semitic. Semitic is a family of Afroasiatic languages. The term anti-Semitism was coined to mean Jew hatred, and it was coined by Wilhelm Marr, who was anti-Jewish. He also coined the Semitic race as the Jewish people. Not Arabs, not Ethiopians, Jews, and Jews only. Pause to read each of these if you need to. This is the reason why that you are losing deals and money. And it's not because you're speaking the truth, which you're not. You're just spewing racist anti-Semitic propaganda.